Hey guys, my name's Rowlands. I'm a nutritional balancing practitioner, and I'm first question. Um, do you ever go through symptoms of your body heating up? It's like your body gets hot and you start to feel bad. That's when my anxiety starts acting up. I know that I know that your hair test, you're quite an extreme fast oxidizer. So people who are in fast oxidation, their body is quite wound up and it gets hot quite easily. So that's probably what's happening. Often, like when you're on the program and you're in fast oxidation, when you're doing the sauna or when you're doing coffee enemas, for example, it can just stir up a little bit of toxins and kind of stimulate that fast oxidation even more. So what happens is you'll kind of heat up quite a lot, get really hot, and feel bad. The trick is to be aware of that. Read Dr. Wilson's article over and over again on fast oxidation. If you start to feel like that, the best thing to do is just try and get outside, go for a walk, take some deep breaths, just lie down, relax, meditate, and usually you'll come back down. If you take your supplements are designed to slow you down. Maybe don't take the TMG, just if you're going through some anxiety, if it's too much, and that should help you out. Another question: can kefir be used on a program for gut healing? We do recommend it is okay to have a little bit of kefir. We don't recommend anyone to be having any more than 4 ounces a day. We find that fermented foods are a little bit yin in terms of Chinese medicine, so it's something that we tend to reduce and stay away from. I know is quite sensitive to sugars, and I know that fermented foods can convert to sugars quite quick, so I would be careful about that. The program will improve your gut problems without the need really for kefir, so just something to be aware of. Probably test it out, but if I was in your position, I would probably not do it. The program, the coffee enemas, the sauna therapy, GB3, etc., are all going to be helping with your gut issues. And then there's just one last question today. It wasn't here. I've seemed to have lost it. But anyway, I know what the question was. It was about coffee enemas. What type of coffee is best to use? So the best type of coffee to use are usually South American ones. Colombian and Peruvian coffee, it tends to be really good. Recently, Dr. Wilson's found a new brand called Equal Exchange. It's in a red coloured metallic bag, and it says decaffeinated on the front, but apparently it's really good. I haven't used it yet personally. It's whole bean coffee, so you'll have to grind it up yourself. But like you can either get coffee beans or you can get dark roast coffee. That's what I do. I get dark ground roast coffee. Coffee beans are a little bit more cleaner, but it just takes more processing. Ground coffee is just easier, so I usually get some organic dark roast South American coffee. Usually Peru is the one that I go for. I mix my coffees around a little bit, which I find quite useful. There's not any in particular that I use. As I say, I like to test them out. I find that really high strength ones, so you usually get like markers on the coffee from 1 to 5. You want to be getting like a 3, 4 or 4. 5 can be like too stimulating, too much caffeine in there can be a problem. The coffee beans should look quite dry, rather than too oily. When coffee beans look too oily, the oil is often rancid, which is obviously not good. The best thing to do is store coffee in a refrigerator or the freezer, just because coffee can pick up mold. I know some people use bulletproof coffee. I know Dr. Wilson recommended it, but I'm not sure whether he does anymore. So yeah, rarely someone is sensitive to coffee in the enema. Try using less coffee. They may be reacting to a little mold in the coffee. In this case, one may do it better with bulletproof coffee. Folks Wilson doesn't like S.A. Wilson enema coffee for enemas, or Pure Life. So yeah, hope that helps you out. So yeah, overall, medium dark roast organic coffee from South America tends to be the best. If you want to, if you want it really clean, buy beans and grind them yourself, and make sure that it's not, not too oily, etc. And you should be all good. All right, guys, that's everything for today. If you got any questions, send me an email. Oh, I did have another question actually from YouTube. Let me quickly find it from a few days back now. I remember some guy asking me about it. The question was about weird symptoms on a nutritional balancing program. Kind of weird symptoms are the hallmark of nutritional balancing. I quite like it when I get weird symptoms because it means that I'm doing something good usually. I am detoxing. If you get like, everyone knows what happens when you feel like genuinely ill. You get stomach bug, you get sweats, runny nose, just tiredness, fatigue. But you might get weird symptoms on the program. Like one time, my knee just like seized up all of a sudden and went really swelled. You might get like just a random dry throat and dry skin, just weird things, weird combinations. So don't worry about it too much. Actually, like, see it as a good thing, because if you're getting weird symptoms, then it means that you're kind of not getting worse. You're kind of retracing some infection, or you're removing a toxin, etc., etc. So yep, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Ciao.